Yeah, Cardi B so stupid, dog. Duh. No, Sherlock. But I mean, that's not really why I'm here to dive into this little viral spat that Candace Owens and Cardi B had online, man. But it definitely, the topic definitely deserves discussion. So that's why I'm here, man. Before we tap in, though, make sure y'all pull up the shop, steveknight.com for the drip. Yeah, all my other links for all my other description box below, man. But yeah, the other day, Candace Owens took to Twitter, was speaking facts. She said, ban is a psychological weapon intended to weaken our men. Where is the lie? Where is the lie? Right. The only motherfuckers are going to have issues with porn being banned are the hoes being paid from it and the simps getting off to it. And then maybe like, the ones that are focused on like a freedom being taken away. But we'll get to that later, bro. But Candace post that on Twitter, and of course, dumbass Cardi B talking about some OMG, why y'all so against porn? Is it that bad for y'all? Clearly, bitch. That's why Candace said something about it. But I enjoy it. I don't know, I guess it's like a 6 times a year thing. Personally, I don't feel no connection or addiction to it. Just a little quick 1-2. Nothing like real intimacy. Yeah, bitch, because what Candace is talking about ain't got nothing to do with you. Make it all about you. Take your little narcissistic ass on somewhere, bitch. And it just show you how clueless she is about the problems that derive from men consuming porn that have devastating consequences. Devastating consequences, but bitch don't know that. She just want to talk about some shit that's above her pay grade. And then she say some shit, how it actually should teach men how to please a woman. I don't even know where she's going with that. Because her grammar be fucked up. I don't know if she's trying to say what porn should actually do, or is she trying to say that's what porn presently does? Because if she's saying that's what porn presently does, bitch, that's low-key worse than what the shit you just said before, dog. Because the that they got these little 9-year-old girls taking it up the butt. But yeah, man, like this little shit went viral, dog. And I've asked y'all on a community post before, like, should we ban porn, right? And the majority of y'all said, yeah, it was kind of close. Matter of fact, let's go see what y'all said, what y'all's justifications for having it or not having it. Yeah, 2 months ago, 34,000 of y'all voted, should porn be illegal? 45% said yeah, 40% said no, and 15% said maybe, right? Taxes should be illegal, taxes should be illegal, facts. I don't think it should be illegal, but I think it's weird as fuck that prostitution is illegal, but just throw a camera into the transaction and for some reason that makes it all good legally. The government should have no direct influence over the inner workings of citizens and daily lives. Bro, so like, all right, so we can dive into it now. Let me read a little more. That would be one's personal choice. For underage kids, yes, because being illegal sure stopped the drug trade, didn't it? Only if it breaks the 3 rules: no children, animals, or corpses. It's a business run by damaged people that use other damaged people. I don't know, what's the difficult one? In the study, Neuroscience of Internet and Porn Addiction and a few other studies show that frequent porn users can alter your brain chemistry in a very negative way subconsciously, which can lead to increased depression, mood swings, decreased motivation, and more. However, it's become so normalized, people, and nobody understands what is happening to them. They don't fight against it, all for that short-term dopamine hit. I know I'm guilty of it. Yeah. What else we got? OnlyFans should be illegal. At minimum, it should be heavily stigmatized. I'm sick of them trying to remove the stigma from everything worthy of stigmatizing. No, but we have too much access to it nowadays. Porn is unhealthy in every way, but obviously it shouldn't be illegal. This is supposed to be a free country. It needs a lot better age restriction, though. While I'm not a fan of porn, we live in America, we have the Constitution. Under no reason should that ever be trampled on. There should be a strict age limit on it, but nothing more. Instead of banning things, we should be teaching our children morals, and we should be teaching them that anything in excess is bad. That includes consumerism, sex, and everything in between. It should be regulated more actively. I do think that children finding it online before they are of an appropriate age can be very damaging to the development. Obviously, the best way is to have age restriction, whether it's 16, 18, 21 for watching, but that has problems like verification, taking things like DLs, which gives a record for which people choose to participate. It's a complex problem. Morally, yes. Practically, no. Never give the government any more authority over you than absolutely necessary, and this isn't anywhere near necessary. Everybody pretty much saying the same thing, dog, and I get it, bro. And I get it, and I said it before. Like, I understand the position folks is taking as far as, if you give the government an inch, they're going to take a mile. and you're intruding on our freedoms here in America. But with porn, it's a lot more different to me, right? I look at porn no different as I look at anything that's illegal that should be illegal, bro. I mean, the fact that they make methamphetamine illegal, is that a intrusion on your right to partake in that activity? No, bro. Like, methamphetamine is why people get fucked up. Heroin, why people get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Fentanyl, why people getting fucked up. Right? That has devastating impacts. I know lives is being lost, but you can have to make the same argument for porn, bro. That shit is fucking men up. That's why you got these socially awkward retards that can't even have a fucking conversation with people, period, especially at goddamn women. They just accustomed to sitting back, stroking it, to watching other folks have sex. They can't even have sex themselves. Their brain get rewired and shit, dog. There's so many damaging things that happen to men because of porn, bro. If you took it away, the amount of energy that men put into consuming porn will be put into something else, hopefully productive, right? You take that shit away, or, I mean, take it away. And let me preface any of this shit by saying, dog, I'm thinking hypothetically, like in a utopia or, you know, just a more efficient society, dog. At the end of the day, I know porn ain't going nowhere because the way it make too much fucking money, dog. Porn makes more money than anything. When you make money like that, you ain't got to worry about nothing. You feel me? Like, these little states are being cute or whatever about having like little age restrictions on it, bro. But get your little VPN action going on, get around it. You know what I'm saying? You good to go. You know what I'm talking about? But, and you know, in a dream world, you know what I'm saying, in a hypothetical world, dog, it wouldn't bother me one bit you made that shit illegal, bro. Yeah, if you made it illegal, it wouldn't matter to me, dog, because it fucks men up. There's absolutely nothing positive that comes from it at all. But government know that shit, though. The government know that. Everybody know that should be fucking men up. That's why Candace was right. It's weaponized against men to keep men under control, to cut your balls off, to cut your fucking testosterone down, to cut your drive down, to cut your motivation down. You know what I'm saying? To put the women up and put the man down. It represents all that, bro. When you look at how much porn is thriving, it's just an extension of society. You know what I'm saying? Where men are bitches and, you know, women are elite, bro. Women are out here getting praised to pop the pussy open, dog, while men are getting shamed for stroking it. But, you know, keep stroking it, bro. You gonna keep feeding the machine, giving that coin at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Blowing these girls' heads up and shit. You take that shit away, dog, it would dismantle the fucking porn industry. It would humble all these fucking delusional assholes and bring them back into reality and not this Delulu land. And then it would give men confidence, because you gotta go out here and work for some shit and stop chasing this fake ass, whack ass shit you doing, getting these dopamine hits and just killing your ass from the inside. And it's crazy, dog. Just thinking about it in depth right now, it's crazy that they don't have more restrictions on it presently because of how easily it is to be accessed from anybody of any age, bruh. I couldn't imagine having a fucking cell phone or the web right now at 11, 12 years old, bro. I'm gonna be stroking it multiple times a day, every goddamn day, just destroying my fucking head, dog. Can you imagine the implications and consequences it's gonna have on generations out, bro? We already seeing it right now firsthand, bro. But porn is fucking men up, bro. If it's making more money than anything, dog, and it ain't like the old geezers out here. I mean, they probably stroke it a little bit, dog, but it's these motherfuckers out here. These kids is getting fucked up. Women getting fucked up, dog. It's a drug. It's literally doing the same shit, you know, meth or cocaine or heroin is doing to people, but it's just taking longer to kill you. Like, get that shit the fuck out of here, bro. You know, as a matter of fact, dog, somebody said it. It was like, they said, I find it interesting how prostitution is illegal, but all you need to do is get a camera and then, you know, you can do the porn thing, dog. Bruh, real shit, make porn illegal and then legalize prostitution, bro. You know what I'm saying? Prostitution been around how long, dog? That shit ain't going nowhere. It gives these men the ability to be human in the process, having some actual touch, having to communicate, having to see body language, having to be in an intimate setting, having to actually stroke yourself and not stroke yourself, actually having to require you stroking instead of watching somebody else stroke, bro. That rewires your whole shit. You know what I'm saying? If your dick don't work, if you can't fuck, that means no kids. That means you are goddamn probably on some incel shit. It's just fucking the world up, dog. You know what I'm saying? You know, make prostitution great again in that regard, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, just regulate it somewhat. You know, tax the hell out of it. You feel me? And get rid of the fucking internet shit. But just thinking about if it was taken away, you remove access or make it that much more difficult for men to get. It will force men to have to be strong. It will force men to have self-discipline. It will force men to control their impulses. It will force men to be men instead of these goddamn stroking zombies. You know what I mean? I'm sure y'all seen plenty of fucking videos out here that show you the permanent, damn near permanent lasting effects that consuming all that porn does to you. Y'all are very aware of it, bro. But you know in the back of your mind that you would be that much better off if you at least tried to rid yourself of that shit, stop consuming that shit, put that energy elsewhere. Like when you want a stroke, go to the gym. When you want a stroke, go read a book. When you want a stroke, go do something productive. You know what I'm saying? Put that energy into something else, dog. And then see how you fare 3-6 months from now, bro. You're gonna feel like the fucking man, dog. We're about, you know what I'm saying, wasting all this energy on some bullshit that don't even fucking matter. And then you can give that real energy, that real source, that real shit to somebody worthy of it when whoever they are comes around. That's tough, bro. Like, but it's easier said than done. I get it. But, you know, talking about this shit, I lost my whole goddamn train of thought, bro, because real big reason why I wanted to cover this topic is because I came across this video. It saved in my playlist that I wanted to get to eventually, man. It's a perfect time for it now. Even though I imagine what's going to be discussed only showcases like the extreme side of consuming porn, bro, but it's still porn related. And the title of this video says, serial killer Ted Bundy talks about porn the night before his death. He got killed.
And I'm trying to tell you as honestly as I know how what happened. And I think this is a message I want to get across. But as a young boy, and I mean a boy of 12 or 13, certainly, that I encountered outside the home again, in the local grocery store, or the local drugstore, the softcore pornography, what people call softcore. But as I think I explained to you last night, Dr. Dobson, in an anecdote, that as young boys do, we explored the back roads and sideways and byways of our neighborhood, and oftentimes people would dump the garbage and whatever they were cleaning out of their house, and from time to time we'd come across pornographic books of a harder nature than more graphic, you might say, more explicit nature than we would encounter, let's say, in your local grocery store. And this also included such things as, let's say, detective magazines and more hardcore.
Those that involve violence. Then.
Yes. Yeah. And this is something I think I want to emphasize is the most damaging kinds of pornography. And again, I'm talking from personal experience. Hard, real personal experience. The most damaging kinds of pornography are those that involve violence and sexual violence. Because the wedding of those two forces, as I know only too well, brings about behavior that is just too terrible to describe.
Now, walk me through that. What was going on in your mind at that time?
Okay, before we go any further, I think it's important to me, and that people believe what I'm saying, to tell you that I'm not blaming pornography and not saying that it caused me to go out and do certain things, that I take full responsibility for whatever I've done and all the things that I've done. That's not the question here. The question and the issue is how this kind of literature contributed and helped mold and shape the kinds of violent behavior.
It fueled your fantasies, didn't it?
Well, in the beginning it fuels this kind of thought process. Then at a certain time it's instrumental in what I would say crystallizing it, making into something which is almost like a separate entity inside. And at that point you're at the verge, or I was at the verge of acting out on these kinds of thoughts.
Now I really want to understand that. You had gone about as far as you could go in your own fantasy life with printed material, and you made or printed and video or film or
film,
photos,
magazines,
yeah.
what have you. Yeah.
And then there was the urge to take that little step or big step over to a physical event.
And it happens. It happened in stages, gradually. It doesn't necessarily, not to me at least, happen overnight. My experience with, I'd say, pornography generally, but with pornography that deals on a violent level with the sexuality, is that once you become addicted to it, and I look at this as a kind of addiction, like other kinds of addiction, I would keep looking for more potent, more explicit, more graphic kinds of material. Like an addiction, you keep craving something which is harder, something which gives you a greater sense of excitement, until you reach the point where the pornography only goes so far. You reach that jumping off point where you begin to wonder if maybe actually doing it will give you that which is beyond just reading about it or looking at it. I've lived in prison for a long time now, and I've met a lot of men who were motivated to commit violence just like me, and without exception, every one of them was deeply involved in pornography, without question, without exception.
It take crazy to make crazy. And, Ted Bundy, as crazy as they fucking come, dog, but to hear him say the amount of influence that pornography had on him and the link he made between all the other inmates in the prison, bro. How long has it been since we've had access to porn 24/7 in the palm of your hand, mobilely, bro? All right, you can only imagine what's going on with the real crazy motherfuckers and how this shit is altering their minds that much fucking more, bro. We're gonna see a lot more of these Ted Bundys and Ramirez's and all these crazy fucks popping up down the road, man. But yeah, like no matter how you slice it and dice and shit, bro, porn is no good for anybody, but specifically for men. But like I said before, it's a war against men. It's a war against masculinity. It's a war against motherfuckers that can potentially fight back, and all porn does is cut our nuts off, right? So, I mean, that's the message here. You know what I'm saying? Don't walk around castrated from watching all that fucking porn. You know what I'm saying? Drop that shit, let that shit go. Get your ass in the motherfucking gym, eat right, work on your goddamn social skills, and go out there and do something. You feel me? You know what I mean? Like I said, I agree with Candace, this shit should be banned, but, living in reality, this shit ain't going nowhere. All you can do is control what you can control. And motherfuckers out here have the ability to control their impulses and do what's best for them. It's gonna be hard, dog, but life is hard, bro. Get over it.